What's up? Welcome back to Certified Humans, episode 15. We're back at it. We've done a lot recently. The weather's been really nice. It's cooled down. And it's weird, like the last couple days, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but when I walk outside, it feels like Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the temperature and the stillness and the smell in the air or something. But I've always thought like that. And then you and me were walking yesterday and we were talking about it. But I've thought that for years, like when there's like a certain temperature and like weather, I'm like, this feels like a holiday,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. It's like
It's
the
weird.
season.
Yeah, it's like, how does Thanksgiving have a feeling? Like every Thanksgiving you walk outside and you're like, it's Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's like the air pressure or something.
It does have a certain feeling. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah, I've been loving the weather.
I know, because we couldn't go for walks for so long, and now we can.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so nice.
Yeah.
We went to Navy yesterday, and she pooped out.
Oh, yeah. She like gave up. We're almost, not really, kind of almost home. We're like 3/4 of the way home.
Most of the way home.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how she gets so hot.
Yeah, she does. She
Frenchies.
gets hot and then she just like plops down on the ground and lays down like a frog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I thought she would be fine because it was 68 degrees,
Yeah.
which is like cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's really nice.
It was hot for her in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like zero shade.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how they make Frenchies. I mean, they don't make them, but, you know, they bred them to be like so inefficient.
Yeah. They're like not athletic at all.
No.
They're just like a lap dog.
There's like no, if you put Frenchies out on like an island, they would all die.
Yeah, they would.
They would not survive.
Yeah. They're not rugged. They're not built tough.
They're like, when is someone coming to give us food?
Yeah. And that's why we bought a stroller. I think we bought a stroller for her last year
Yeah.
because we try to go on these long walks. Not even like super long, probably like 45 minutes to an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And she would just tire out and like just plop on the ground and like get so overheated that she can't walk anymore.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
dog strollers are so funny,
Mm-hmm.
but it actually works. Like it helps
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah. It
Because
works for
we
her.
want to go on a longer walk,
Yeah.
but
No,
she can't.
she can't handle
So we
it
just bring
always.
it, and then
Yeah.
when she's tired, we throw her in there.
She's fine at night. Like the night before, we took her for a long walk and she did fine, but it was nighttime and the sun wasn't out. I think when the sun is out, it's like way worse for her. She's so much hotter.
It is. It probably
Yeah.
just like her dark little hair just
What?
like beats
Yeah.
down on her.
I mean, I get warmer too, but definitely not as much as she does.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Yeah.
that for humans too. Like
Yeah.
sometimes when it's warm out, it's not like quite nice weather yet.
Yeah.
But if you're in the shade, you're like, this is fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then if you're in the sun, you're like, this is horrible. It's like that for dogs too.
I think we're going to walk her after we're done recording this episode and then take the stroller with us.
Yeah, we will bring
Just
the
be
stroller.
smart about it. Yeah.
Mhm. But Blue went with us too.
Oh, Blue's like rugged as heck.
She's just pooping
Oh my gosh. Blue
every 5
poops
minutes.
so much, especially if we go on walks. She gets so excited. She has like anxious poops.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I literally made her go to the bathroom in the backyard before we went. And I was like, I guarantee she's going to poop again. She pooped twice.
Yeah, she did. So annoying.
Oh my God.
It's so annoying. I can't stand it.
I'm like, how do you poop so much?
No, she literally is a poop factory.
Like we feed all our dogs like the same amount and she poops like, it's like food is magically made in her stomach. And like, I'm like, where is all this matter coming from?
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. On the last episode, I was talking about how I hate TikTok comments because on the last episode, we were talking about dogs and we were talking about how we talk about our dogs too much sometimes, like when we're talking to people. And because people, like, I'll even do that with other people. I'll be at their house and their dog, they'll be telling me about their dog and we'll just keep talking about it for like a long time, you know? And then eventually you realize, like, whatever. But anyway, in the last episode, we were talking about that. And then Lily made a joke about how, like, because we were saying how kids are average and, like, every parent thinks their kid is so smart. And then Lily was like, yeah, your kid's average. My dog is better.
I said my dog is cooler.
Yeah, my dog's cooler or something like that. And I post the clip on my TikTok. And the first comment is like, it's fine to talk about your pets, but this crazy rhetoric where you compare your animal caps to a child. Blah, blah, blah.
I can already imagine it too.
And I literally just responded. I was like, yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, anytime people compare their dog, like if people are like, oh, do you have kids? Like, no, but I have dogs. Like, you know, it's obviously a joke. They're not being serious. Like, nobody is actually like, my dogs are comparable equal to or greater than a human child.
I know.
You know?
I know.
And if anyone does think that, then they're like crazy. But
Right.
it's like it's always a joke. You should never take it seriously.
I know.
You know?
Like, yeah, obviously it's not a human.
Duh.
But I think I love my dog as much as I would love a child.
Yeah, you probably would love a child more, but you just don't know it yet.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, you do love Navy quite a bit.
Yeah, I do.
But
I'm
no,
like,
you would definitely love a child more.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
weird to imagine that I could love anything more, but I guess every parent says that. So
Mhm.
I guess it is what it is.
I think you just can't know until you actually have the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which I'm sure once we have them, like it'll be worth it. But now I think about it and I'm just like, no. Because in my mind, I'm imagining a kid. You know what I mean? But I can't imagine
Your own. You can't imagine your own.
my own kid.
No,
because they don't exist.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't exist. So you
Yeah.
can't fathom it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if anyone takes offense to any of that, look, I don't have my own kids. I just have my dog that I love so much. Like, relax.
Yeah, and it's a joke. Like,
I know.
duh.
I'm like, take a chill pill, please.
People on the internet, especially TikTok,
Oh, TikTok comments are the worst.
And-
I hate TikTok comments. I've always said are the 7th level of hell.
they're terrible. And then it's like YouTube is next. And then Instagram's like pretty good because
YouTube used to be pretty bad, but they're pretty good about restricting people now.
really,
Yeah.
I see
YouTube's
lots of
like
trolls.
a lot better. Well, maybe shorts is different,
Yeah,
but like on videos, like regular videos.
you can't say anything like mean,
Yeah.
like actually like violent or anything.
I
But
feel like TikTok is lawless. Like there's no
TikTok-
restriction at all. But then people get banned on like lies for like dumbest things. People get banned for like the dumbest things.
oh, TikTok has so many rules as far as posting.
But comments is like a free for all.
The comments you can do whatever you want.
I'm like,
But there are literally people that are just comment trolls. Like I think they gain pleasure from like being rude and mean to people. And I'm just like, who hurt you, bro? Like, is your life hurt like suck that much that you just look for things to be mad at on the internet and like go like if you're writing 2 paragraphs, you have like you need to get a hobby or something,
I know.
you know?
I know. It's bad.
No, it's bad.
They need to be policed.
TikTok is sometimes I want to make like another troll account just to argue with these people.
Just, yeah.
Or not even argue with them, but like say something nice to like make them look stupid. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Could say something nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be better.
Yeah.
I just feel like people in those comments always think they know everything and they know better and that you're an idiot.
Oh, yeah. They think they're so smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyone that comments like, actually.
Yeah. I'm like, okay,
Like,
relax.
All right, Einstein.
Yeah. Okay, genius.
Quit calling me Einstein, Einstein.
That's a quote from King of Queens. You quit calling me Einstein. That's Brendan and I when we argue.
We do.
Quit calling me Einstein.
I'm like, I'm right. No, I'm right.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Happens a lot.
But yeah, what else have we been up to lately besides doing lots of walking?
Driving,
Yeah,
training
training.
at the gym.
Oh,
Not on a train.
yeah.
But we went to Mexico for a friend's wedding. It was at it's like resort. Well, I don't know. The actual wedding was at like a winery,
Mm-hmm.
which was nice.
Yeah,
It was really nice looking.
it was a nice wedding weekend.
Yeah, it looked like a combination of like Demi's wedding in Spain and like Napa Valley.
Yeah,
You know,
it was.
like the actual location that it
It
was.
did.
at,
Yeah,
like the reception.
it's weird that it's a wine country because it's very deserty. But I guess
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, do grapes grow in the desert? Like,
I guess so.
I guess they do.
Yeah, I guess they do.
Because yeah, when we went to Napa Valley, or like,
We went to Temecula, which is also like
Temecula.
wine country.
but that was more green.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
It was also
It was more. There wasn't
Dusty.
like cactuses and stuff,
no, that's true.
but it also wasn't like super foresty.
Yeah.
It was like sparse brush.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. That one too.
So yeah, I guess grapes don't need like the rainforest.
Mm,
They grow
maybe
them,
they
like-
just don't need a lot of water.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
guess not.
they water them manually, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Interesting.
They must not need like humidity, and they must be like pretty strong against the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would imagine that it gets warm there, because it was somewhat warm.
Well, the guy that checked us into the hotel said it gets hot there.
Yeah,
He
I-
said it's just like here
I'm
in
sure.
Phoenix. It's like a desert.
it was cooler, luckily. slightly.
For the weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was cooler there than it was here in Phoenix over the weekend, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like nights were like much colder.
Yeah. The resort was cool. It was different. I've never seen anything like that. Like they had different rooms, but they were spread out. Like it wasn't like a big building.
No.
It was like there was like the rooms we stayed in that kind of looked like an apartment complex.
Yeah,
And
it
then,
did.
And then there was these rooms in the middle that looked like cabins, kind of.
They were like cabins.
Like
Those
small
are cool.
little cabins, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was other rooms on the other side that
I don't know if we really
they were
looked
kind
at
of
them that
connected
much.
to like the stores and stuff.
Yeah.
There was like a little place to get treats, coffee.
There was like a dinner restaurant.
Dinner restaurant.
Yeah.
And the rooms were kind of like tied into that.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Maglin.
Yeah.
So
Maglin. It
if
was in
anyone's
Valle de
ever been there.
Guadalupe.
Yeah.
It's like 30 minutes outside of Ensenada.
Mm-hmm. It was a nice drive. It was like 6-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
And so is like driving from here to LA. But that drive, it went by so much quicker and it was nicer. Because I think like once you get to LA, there's so much traffic and then like nobody wants to let you in. And as soon as you leave like a little space, people cut you off and stuff.
Not even once you get to LA. It's like an hour and a half before LA.
Right.
An hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, once you like get closer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a nicer drive. Plus, we drove with another couple, so we were talking a lot.
Yeah, that helped.
And they're very talkative.
I think it helped.
And they made the drive go by quicker.
Mm-hmm. Maria, very talkative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
She
are
is.
talking nursing mostly.
Yeah.
Anytime you're with a nurse, you just talk like so much
Because it's so much to talk about.
nursing.
We have so much in common. All my friends
Yeah.
are nurses.
You're like, oh, the doctor said we need to do this kind of medication. And I was like, probably we shouldn't do that. And he wouldn't listen to me.
I don't think we even said that.
No.
We're talking about other stuff,
It's just like an
but
example.
I don't need to share it.
Yeah, we're not going to say exactly. You know.
No. But there's a lot to discuss.
Mm-hmm. But the drive was nice.
It was a nice drive.
There was like a small little windy road for a while.
It was like
and
a
I was getting,
backcountry road.
Nauseous a little bit.
Oh, really?
And I can't imagine what the backseat people felt like.
Oh, yeah. They must have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was like a backcountry road. It's areas that I've never been to before. Like the border crossing was through Tecate, which I've never been there before. Like I'd never been there, which is cool because like I feel like we've had 2 weddings this year that have taken us to places we've never been before. But yeah, it was a nice drive. It was really windy, but it was like pretty.
It was.
Yeah.
And then when we got to the border, because usually I'm a little sketched out like driving in Mexico. And that's also another reason why we had the couple drive with us. Because we figured like more people, and the girl spoke Spanish. So it was like, you know, more people that speak Spanish in a bigger group together. Probably less likely for the cops to mess with you.
I feel safer when traveling in a group to Mexico.
Because I'm always scared that cops are going to mess with you. Because like the federales, they pull your dad over like multiple times on one trip and literally did nothing. They were just like giving him a hard time, probably waiting to see if he would like give him some money or something. And then, you know, he didn't. So they just moved on. But yeah, we get sketched out. But this drive, I didn't see that many cops. And it was like a much more like rural, it felt like just like one highway. It felt a lot safer than going through, I don't know what the other crossing is, like Tijuana?
Rocky Point?
Rocky
I
Point?
don't think we've ever been to Tijuana.
Yeah. So like the Rocky Point.
Yeah.
It feels a lot more busy
Yeah.
when you first get in there.
Mm-hmm.
This one felt more open, like less populated. Just like a nice little country drive.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was a good crossing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
it was.
coming back was quick.
Oh, yeah.
Because you said there was friends that left on Sunday, and they said they waited for like, what, an hour?
2 hours.
2 hours at the border crossing.
I was like, oh my God, that would have been horrible.
We went straight through.
Yeah, we did.
We had all our passports, hand them to the guy. He was like,
Yeah, we had them ready. I was like, everybody give me your passports. And I stacked them all together. I
Yeah.
was like, here you go.
we're
And I
professionals.
opened up to the pictures
That
and
was
the
actually
names.
smart. Like, I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah.
I always think, like, you just wait, and they'll be like, give me your passport. I'm like, okay.
It just made more sense.
Everyone fumble around for your passport now.
Yeah. It just made more sense.
Yeah.
But that's just how my brain works.
Like, we're American. Let us through.
Yeah. No, well, I honestly was okay. So the wedding was, so they had their welcome dinner Friday night and then wedding Saturday night. And then Sunday, they were doing like a whole day wine tour, which we didn't opt for
Right.
because it was really expensive and neither of us drink alcohol that much. And like, I don't care for wine and like, you don't drink alcohol at all.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I would have gone was to hang out with everyone. But I was just like, I don't want to drop like all this money on something that I like.
It's not our favorite thing to do.
Yeah. If it was like cheaper, and like if you didn't drink or whatever, or like if it was like you could order wine a la carte or something.
Or if it was just like a food tour.
Yeah. Okay. If it was a food tour, then I would have been down.
Like, come in.
Yeah. If it was a food tour, I would have been down. But we didn't. So then I was debating going back Sunday. I was like, maybe I should just come back and then like have a day at home in between going back to work. But then Riley was telling me that the border crossing gets like really busy. And thank God we like stayed that extra day, because we would have just sat in the freaking border for like 2 hours and I would have been really annoyed.
Yeah, I hate waiting.
No.
Especially in your car.
Yeah, no, it's horrible. So we ended up just having like a chill day the day after the wedding. Everyone, like, we just did our own thing.
It was a good decision.
Yeah.
And I think the other couple wanted to stay that day too.
Probably, yeah.
know?
I didn't want to like tell them like, hey, let's leave after we've been up all night for the wedding. Yeah.
Plus you have to like kind of see what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Plus if we were leaving a different day than they wanted to, then they probably would have like told us.
True.
Or not driven with us,
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we stayed till Monday, and then we just left early Monday.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
It was nice to have like a chill day there.
Yeah, it was.
I like days where we don't do jack.
Yeah.
Like we did go to Ensenada and walk around, and then we met up with everyone after the wine tour.
Mm-hmm. They were having dinner at some place down the street.
They were having some dinner, and
we were freeloaders.
Yeah. Well, we just showed up. We thought it was like just a restaurant and we were just gonna order food, but it was like part of their wine tour, so they were getting like multiple courses. Like they just kept bringing out food for them to try, and we were just like, we had already eaten a really big lunch at this chicken place, and so we weren't really hungry, so we were just gonna sit there and hang out. But then they had so many courses that they were getting full, so they were like, you try this, you eat this.
I know. And then it's kind of awkward to like sit with people and not eat.
Yeah.
But the fact that like the way the meal was being served, it was like, oh, I can't just like order something like on the side, like something to like
we could have,
yeah,
but yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
but it's always weird in those situations because like, I'm not paying for this, so like I don't want to take your food.
I know. It's like awkward.
I don't want to take your food at all.
Yeah.
So they were like, take some. I'm like, no, I'm full.
Yeah.
But then they're like, we're literally not going to eat it. I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah,
if you're not going to eat it, then
yeah, that's true.
Can't let it go to waste.
I know. I know. And then at a certain point, you can only say no so much.
Mm-hmm. Like, no, stop asking me.
Yeah, for reals. I know. It's so true. But yeah, that was really fun. And then my poor friend, they had like a fire at their wedding.
Yeah, that was the craziest part.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe I glanced over that.
Yeah. Yes, well, that's good. We had such a good weekend. But there was one mishap.
Yeah.
Probably like one of the worst things that could probably happen.
Oh, for sure.
Besides like somebody dying.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So we're like sitting at our table. We all sit down for dinner. And then they have the first dance, like they usually do. And like at part of they practiced their dance. Like, it wasn't just back and forth like most people do. They actually like worked with a dance person.
They took classes.
They took classes and like, put a dance together for the song. And there's a part where like the beat drops kind of and he lifts her. And then these fireworks went off and it was cool. And everyone's like, whoa, cool. And then like when the fireworks started to die down, they had this big arch, like this double arch of greenery and like flowers and stuff. And that caught fire, which I usually see green stuff and I'm like, that's not going to catch fire, But it did. And it was right next to our table and we felt the heat. And everyone's like, whoa, like, when you hear like a bunch of people going,
yeah, it was a giant fire. So it was hot. Like my face was hot for like 20 minutes after. I was like, oh my God, did I get burned?
That's funny.
No, literally.
And everyone starts running away and Lily runs the furthest.
I was like, get me the fuck out of here.
She like pushed me on the ground and ran. No, not really, but
I was like, save yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh my, so the fire, and then it was outside. And there was this big tarp covering like the whole big area that we were in. And I immediately look up and I see that tarp and I was like, oh no, that whole thing is going to catch fire and this is going to be over. The wedding's going to be over like basically when it started because the first dance,
it was the first dance.
Basically the beginning.
Yeah, it is.
And I was like, immediately my stomach dropped and I was like, I feel so bad for them because their wedding's over.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
Like it's all about the reception.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
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 And luckily they got it out and only like a quarter of the big arch burned. And the tarp did get a hole in it, but it must have been like fire retardant material because it didn't catch on fire.
Thank God.
Because that would have been huge.
That would have been horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Man, they were quick with the fire extinguishers.
They're quick.
I was like, you guys knew exactly where those were because, oh my God, if you guys didn't have those like at the ready, the wedding
would have just kept burning.
It would have kept burning.
But it even took a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it took a couple minutes.
It did take a couple minutes.
For them to even.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised more didn't burn.
Me too.
Like,
I'm surprised it didn't travel to the rest of the arch. It only stayed on like that one piece.
It was actually strange.
Yeah.
I was like, how does it stop?
I was like, it's not traveling. It's just like staying there and like burning.
Yeah.
I was like,
it was weird. It only stayed in a quarter of it.
That was crazy. So yeah, they had to like do the fire extinguishers, and then they had to like they brought like a chair because they had to reach the arch was so tall they could only reach so far with the fire extinguishers. And then they brought a chair, and then they brought a big old ladder, and damn, that was just crazy.
Yeah.
You posted a reel of it on your Instagram.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
If you want to go watch it.
And TikTok, but
yeah.
Yeah. It was nuts.
And then there's like a guy this girl hands the girl waiter hands this guy a pitcher of water, and he like goes and throws a pitcher of water on the fire. It like makes it sizzle a little bit. And then her dad was like throwing glasses of wine.
Yeah, a glass of wine.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure alcohol makes fire stronger. But he was probably like, let me help.
He's like, here's some gasoline.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, for reals. That was hilarious.
No, it was crazy.
Yeah, that was.
Luckily, they got it out, and then we were just like, all right, go back.
Yeah, they cleaned up the dance floor because there was like ashes everywhere, and then they had to clean like the other table got like ashes on it, and ours didn't.
Yeah, the wind was blowing.
Yeah.
Because I did see ashes. All over the dance floor was ashy.
Yeah.
And then we had like a couple specks on our food.
Yeah,
like,
we did. Saw, on like the chargers.
Yeah, but not very much.
Yeah.
But the table across the dance floor
got hit really bad.
Just like total ash on all their plates.
Yeah. We got lucky.
That was crazy.
I think that's the craziest thing that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully so far.
Like I've never seen a fire break out in real life.
I know.
Like
Me
maybe
neither.
Maybe like a tiny little, in your pan or something, but you get it out quick. Like, but never like a structure.
Yeah, no, I've never seen a fire break out like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my God. And then our friend had a Halloween party Thursday night, and there's like this spider web. Mm-hmm. And then one of my friends like kind of like set it on top of like a candle.
Oh, yeah.
Accidentally. I was like, no. I was like, no more fires, please.
Yeah.
I'm like traumatized by fire now. Now I'm gonna be like, I'm already like very anxious and like cautious about everything. And now I'm gonna be even more so. Like every time someone lights a candle, I'm gonna like do 2 looks and be like, make sure nothing's around it, or else it'll catch on fire.
It actually makes me nervous for like New Year's and 4th of July, like all those little sparklers.
Oh yeah.
Fireworks that people use, because my little brother, he'll do them, and sometimes they shoot off like toward the house.
Oh, they do, yeah.
And we're just like,
yeah.
But
that's why people would always do it in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even still, like,
yeah,
they fly.
There's a reason why they're done under supervision.
Yeah.
There's
a reason why those ones that fly up and explode
are illegal.
Not legal.
Yeah, no, seriously.
They only allow the sparklers.
They freaking will burn someone's house down.
Yeah, because you do it, you run away like, and you tip it over, and then it flies at someone's like house.
Oh my God. Oh
or
my
just
God.
At someone.
New fear unlocked.
Yeah.
That is so scary.
No, they're sketchy.
Oh my God, no, I don't want any fireworks. I'm like, no, I already don't even care for fireworks now,
either.
Even more so now.
I feel like as a young boy and a teenage boy, you like love fireworks. You're like, I just want to be able to use a lighter, because they don't, like, when you're a kid, your parents are like, you can't touch a lighter, you can't touch matches or whatever. So when you finally get old enough where they're like, you can light it, you're like, yeah, you turn into like a little pyromaniac. But then you get older and you're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I literally could never see a firework for the rest of my life, and I would not care.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
And then like especially with here in general, it's just very dry. We have a lot of dry brush. So it's like you have to be very careful if you're doing fireworks, because you could start a freaking fire so easily.
Literally anything.
Oh
Probably everyone's gutter has like dried stuff in it.
No, like it's so dry here. It's like it's not like we're in the Pacific Northwest where it's like wet and like, oh, it's like whatever. It's like rains all the time. But yeah, that was craziest thing that's ever happened that I've ever experienced.
It was so nuts.
I couldn't believe it.
I was just glad it didn't end, because even the fire department didn't even come.
No, I'm like, I don't think
Like,
Mexico
that's
has a
how
fire
Mexico,
department.
yeah, I'm like, do you have like city fire departments and stuff?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Or they're just like, figure it out. You got a hose?
I have. That's the thing about Mexico. Like, I like going to Mexico. Like, it's fun and stuff. But also, there's no infrastructure. Like, the infrastructure is horrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, very corrupt. Like, with the federales and like it's just very corrupt. And then also, there's like no emergency services. Like there's no system that I know of that's very good. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, maybe certain cities.
Police, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen hospitals. I've seen an ambulance or two.
Yeah.
But not often.
Yeah, I don't know how good the infrastructure.
Not like here. You're driving around, you see an ambulance like every few days, like going somewhere.
Yeah, our way of life here is so much different.
It is.
Like, when I go to Mexico, I'm scared of the police.
That was like when there was all that, like, I don't know much about it, but when there was all that like defund the police crap.
Oh yeah.
You're like, what are you gonna do?
I know.
You moron.
I know. I'm like, in order for society to exist, we need structure and discipline.
Yeah, we need the police to enforce the crimes.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, maybe something shouldn't be a crime, but there are things that need to be stopped.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm like, don't be trying to defund the police.
If you're dating some douchebag and he's beating you, you need to be able to call the police and those guys come in your house and rip him out and throw him in jail. Or, whatever.
I know.
No, defund the police. And then what are you going to do when all the crazy people start doing whatever they want to do?
No, literally.
Like the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life.
I agree. Yeah, that's very dumb because...
You're like, you do that in your city. We'll see how it goes.
I'm like, I like to rely on emergency services if I need them.
Like, I want an ambulance and, like
Yeah.
when my mom was sick, she called the fire department to come like help her get up.
Yeah, 'cause she fell
a few times.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So sad.
Like we need that.
Happened to your grandpa too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had to call the fire. They had to call the fire department because it's like, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
You're
like, Grandma, pick up Grandpa.
Yeah, what the heck?
Like, Grandpa's chunky.
Grandpa's chunky.
Not picking him up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But thank God for our first responders.
Yeah, we have such good infrastructure, like such good stuff in place compared to other countries.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how people go like retire in Mexico.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I get like visiting. It's fun.
Maybe like part-time.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could retire there. Yeah. As long as like you just have to be extra careful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you can exist there. You probably have to just find a good community.
Yeah. I mean, like how many times have we called the police?
That's true.
Like never.
Never.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, for reals.
But
I'm trying to have the police called. Yeah.
But it's like great to be there when you need it.
Mm-hmm. Having that peace of mind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is good.
Yeah, I'm like, if Lily starts beating me, I can call the cops and they'll come save me. My wife's leaving me.
I'm not trying to go to jail. What the? First of all, I'm not trying to beat you.
They show up and you're like, you tell them I didn't do shit. No, nothing happened, officer.
First of all, I'm not trying to beat you because I love you.
No,
and I wouldn't do that. That would like ruin our relationship.
No, it's hilarious because you're tiny.
Because you're tiny.
Like, how are you gonna beat me?
Because you let me.
It does happen, but
because you let me. Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I'm sorry, it was my fault.
Second of all, I'm not trying to go to jail. What the heck? Imagine me being handcuffed.
Nah, I'd never send you to jail.
I would literally die from a panic attack.
Imagine you being handcuffed. You're like, man, fuck you up, bro. Let me out of these.
No, I would literally be crying.
Nah, you would.
I would be crying. No, I act tough with you because you let me.
But you ain't tough.
Dude, I'm a weenie.
Nah, you do act tough. And then sometimes when you go like too hard and then I yell back at you, your tears will like real quick. And then I'm like, okay, well.
I'm a freaking weenie.
You're like, I'm like, stop. You're like,
It's true. I'm a weenus. You heard it here first.
You're like, I'm the boss.
Yeah.
But I'm also scared.
Yeah. I'm also get sad. I'm also sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, when you're a kid and like really any adult, but mostly males, like if a man yells at you when you're a kid, you want to cry.
Oh yeah. I still want to cry sometimes. Like when I get frustrated, or like, yeah, especially when I was younger, if anyone, like a teacher, like reprimanded me or something,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, I'm gonna go cry like for 3 hours now.
You get like
excuse
mad,
me.
but also you just want to cry.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I'll beat you. Yeah, it's crazy.
The faces you make are funny.
It's so weird. I
It
remember
is.
that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I so easily cry. Like,
Mhm.
it's insane.
Remember, like my mom's boyfriend or something would yell at me, and I would just be like,
And then you just cry.
I'm like, my mind tells me I want to beat your ass, but my emotions make me just like want to cry because I know I can't do shit.
For reals. Oh my goodness. So many tears.
Mhm. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't remember. Like, I haven't cried hard in a long time. Well, when my mom died, but other than that, I like almost never cry hard
Mm-hmm.
compared to like when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like when my mom would send me to my room, and I would just go.
Wait, you cried like that because your mom sent you to your room?
Probably. I mean, she would yell at, whatever. I don't know exactly, but I remember there was times where I would lay in the bed and cry like that because she didn't really spank me.
Yeah.
I actually laughed when she spanked me. But when she would yell at me, that's when I would cry.
That's so funny.
I don't remember. I do remember a few times laying like in the top of the bunk bed and crying hard because like I got in trouble, Probably like telling me I couldn't go to my friend's house,
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you, dumb bitch. No, I was kidding. I didn't do that.
You didn't talk to your mom like that.
That's like the white kid, like the stereotype.
Stereotype, yeah.
Of little white kids.
Yeah. That's the stereotype for sure.
Fuck you, bitch. No, Raiden, we don't talk to mommy like that.
Yeah.
When every
You
other
never
parent
talk
be
to your
"What?"
mom like that. Yeah, that's true.
No, not really. No.
I cried like that when I got spanked.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you got spanked like every minute.
Yeah, for reals. And I was a good kid. I just got smacked around.
Was this an A minus?
Yeah, for reals. Yeah.
Got smacked around.
Yeah.
Like I say spanked, but really, it was smacked around.
For reals.
That's funny.
But yeah. Oh well. It made me stronger.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I gotta spank our kids.
No, I mean I don't believe in it. If I were to have kids, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. Like thought of doing it too makes me like really sad and like weird. I don't know. I'm like, oh, that's abusive.
I feel like it worked for years,
I don't know. I just don't want to do it.
Like all the tough cowboys you see, their dads whoop their ass.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
No.
They could fix a car and they're like, they'll get in a bar fight and they'll win.
No, I don't believe in spanking. I don't believe in spanking my own children. But that's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have kids.
We'll
so.
see. I feel like there's really no need to.
Yeah.
Because there's other ways you can punish them
Discipline.
or get your point across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's other ways to discipline.
Yeah. It's like the same with dogs. Like the same with like a human and a dog. Like you can train a dog by hitting it, but it's way better and it works way easier if you train it with treats.
Yeah, that's true.
Not saying I hit dogs. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, people do that.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do that.
That's true.
But really, if you train them with like positive reinforcement, it works a lot better.
It does.
And with humans, I'm sure that works way better too.
Oh, yeah. Like, I think timeout totally works. Based off of like other parents that I talk to.
Probably. I hated timeout. So
yeah.
It's a good, like my mom would say, put my nose in the corner. And after 5 seconds, it had been eternity. I was like, I'm missing out on so much right now. I could hear everyone talking behind me. I'm like, and she's like, nose in the corner. I'm like, it's been a long, I'm sorry. I'll be good.
You're cracking me up with your childhood stories.
I'll be good, mommy.
I love when you tell me your childhood stories because it's so animated. Like, it's so funny. And like, I imagine you as a little kid doing that. And your mom was literally an angel, like the sweetest woman to ever exist. So like, if she would have disciplined you, like she must have been tired of your shit. Like,
nah, she was.
She had a lot of patience.
No, yeah, she would be like mad, but not like
she like,
actually blowing up. She was just like,
her love
you
for
need to be good.
Yeah, her love for you guys was so strong. Like, yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that's so funny. Nose in the
Put your nose in the corner. And everyone's having fun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's been so long.
I know.
It's been literally 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at the white on the wall. This is so boring. I'm like, that kind of looks like a dog. You know the
start
little shapes?
imagining things.
Yeah. You know the little shapes in the stucco?
This texture, yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking stucco. Oh my god. What was I gonna say? Dang it, I forgot.
I don't know. Probably about discipline or
Something. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, I love your childhood stories. They're hilarious.
Yeah, I did. It was a fun time. I feel like everyone's childhood stories are funny.
Yeah, they
Like
are.
they have like the best because you look back on stuff and like when you're a kid, it seems so bad
Mm-hmm.
in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, I'm being punished. I feel so terrible.
Oh, I was gonna say about timeout. Like
yeah.
you're supposed to like do it based off their age. So like if they're 1, it's a 1 minute. If they're 2, it's 2 minutes. If they're 3, it's 3, and so on.
I'm like, can you
Yeah.
time out a 1-year-old? Can they even speak?
I don't know.
I feel like you started like 1.5 or 2.
I feel like 1-year-olds like they're barely starting to learn how to walk, so they probably don't really do anything that bad. I don't know.
No, I feel like they don't really know.
Probably like after 1.
I feel like it's like 2-ish.
Once they start walking, yeah.
They start being a little hellion,
Yeah.
throwing stuff and wanting everything. You're like, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to my coworkers about parenting and stuff, and I was like, how do you do it? Like, how do you discipline your kids? And they're like, time out. Sometimes they just walk away, or like if they're in the grocery store and their kid didn't stay by their side, they would like leave the store and stay at the entrance and let them think their mom left them.
Let them get
and
scared.
they would freak out.
Scare tactic.
Yeah, scare tactic.
That'd be good if you could put like a GPS on them or something.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you know where they are, but they don't know where you are.
yeah. Or like they would hide so that
But
they could
watch
see them,
Yeah.
but they couldn't see the mom.
And they just start crying.
Yeah. And be like, there, you're learning a lesson.
Told you not to leave.
Told you not to leave my side. Yeah.
That happened.
I was
to
like,
me.
that's smart.
Happened to me once at the mall. My mom. Well, she didn't watch me, but I walked away because I was like looking at stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get distracted.
And then I think I wanted to know what would happen if I walked away and she couldn't see me. So I stood near the escalator and like watched her. And then she was looking for me.
Oh, you little evil.
Yeah. I don't know why I wanted to like, am I allowed to walk away?
Yeah, you're like,
You know? Yeah, I was like watching her.
yeah, I know. I could imagine
And then
you.
she finally got me. And she's like, don't ever walk away from me.
Oh,
You know?
your mom.
I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
I had my eye on you.
Yeah, he's like, I was watching you.
Yeah.
How old are you?
It's hard to remember. I was probably like 6 or less.
Oh yeah, you were little.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would take care of my little brother Joseph a lot when he was younger, like 4 or 5. He would never leave my side.
No.
No, ever. Like, I never had to worry that like they would like wander or something. I think my mom like raised them to be like that. But yeah, I would never worry that they would like leave. I mean, I would get nervous sometimes, and I'll take them to like stores and stuff. I'd be like, don't leave my side, or like I would be watching them like a hawk.
That's why they have those
Yeah.
like leash things, those leash
The
backpacks.
No, literally.
Because kids be like, yeah, man.
They do wander.
Because if you like, because I feel like after a while, when you have a kid, you probably get so used to them being there, and then you'll like focus on whatever you're trying to buy or whatever, and then they'll walk away,
Yeah.
and then you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
where are they at?
Right?
So those little leash things are actually.
The leash things, no, for real.
But sometimes you see the craziest kids on those leashes.
Yeah, they be crazy. Yeah,
You're
they're
like,
like
no wonder you got a
like
leash,
at
bro.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's like I've seen like at Disneyland like a couple of them on those backpack leashes, and they're just
Disneyland,
like
I feel like you for sure want it at Disneyland because there's so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably where the predators go. I don't know how you get out of Disneyland with someone else's kid. I mean, you could just walk out.
That place is so busy.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it's just embarrassing to use those in public.
it is.
Like people are judging you hardcore.
Yeah, you need to train them. Be like, nah, you stick to my side.
Or like put them in a stroller. I'd probably do that.
Yeah.
Until they're like, I don't know. I guess it's like, yeah, kids. You just have to like discipline them to like stay next to you always.
I feel
It's
like
hard.
most little kids are scared to like leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
That's true.
they want that safety.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think when they get like from like 6 to 10, maybe, I don't know,
Oh yeah.
is when they're like trying to figure out some independence, or like they're a little less scared to not like to not be by your side,
That's true.
and they like walk off.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Maybe a little
It's
8-year-old
scary.
sees a little pretty girl. He's like, I'm gonna go talk to her, and then you don't know where he's at.
I really just want to like. There's
Look
so
at
much.
Usually they want
to
to look
look
like
at.
a toy or something.
Yeah, I'm like, there's always something to look at Disneyland.
Bro, when we have kids, we are not having 3,000 toys.
I know. I don't want to have a lot of toys.
It's so crazy how many toys some kids have.
I want them to have like a box of toys and that's it.
You know, like a toy chest.
Yeah, like a small one.
Yeah, teach them to like not be hoarders.
Mm-hmm. Like focus on something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't, then I don't know.
Yeah, because they get so many little toys. I feel like it's better to get them like a nicer thing that they'll actually use more often
Yeah.
than to buy like, you know, $2, $5, $2, $5, like $10.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like little freaking a big one is those cars, you know, boys in like little cars.
Yeah.
Because they want a new one and then they get tired of it because they see a new cool one. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
But it's like, what can you play with that you'll actually use like
Right.
for a while?
Like puzzles or something.
Yeah, maybe like even video games. I'd be fine with them.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
or whatever. But obviously, like 2-year-olds don't play video games.
No.
But 2-year-olds, they don't care. 2-year-olds aren't gonna be like, I want more toys. I guess whenever they talk
yeah.
and go to the stores,
Mm-hmm.
maybe just don't ever take them to stores.
Don't ever take them to stores. Yeah.
Order pickup.
That's an opportunity to like discipline your child.
Mm,
Say no. And they have to be okay with you saying no.
yeah, they have to learn no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, there's a lot, but
It's a rough thing to do.
whatever. I think we're out of time.
Really?
I mean, we can keep going.
No, I'm good. It's like 41 minutes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
It doesn't have to be super long.
No, because you know people don't really listen to us.
For real.
If you
I'm
made
like-
it this far, leave a comment.
Yeah, I'm like, we can just keep it short. It's fine. I don't think I really have much more to talk about.
I mean, we could keep talking about whatever, you know, forever. But we
Yeah.
basically talked about what we did in the last couple of
Mhm.
weeks with the wedding. It was
Yeah.
fire.
It was lit.
Your wedding was fire.
It was lit.
But I actually think it's really cool. Like the fact that it didn't get ended by the fire. Now they have like a really cool story.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They can tell their kids. And I'm sure it's on video. Well, it is on video, but
Yeah.
I'm imagining their videographer probably got like,
The high quality video.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
That'd
he was
be
recording
cool.
their first dance. So
I don't think he would include it in like their wedding video.
no, I don't think he would, but they could ask him. Be like, you got
Yeah.
that clip? Like, I want to keep it.
Oh yeah.
For-
I would keep it as like a separate thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And you could show your kids. It's crazy how much footage and stuff we have these days. Like our baby pictures, we don't have that many. You know what I mean? Probably like 100
Yeah.
or less.
Yeah.
And at each age, maybe like 5 or 2. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But now kids literally could like swipe and watch themselves get older
Yeah.
because there's pictures like every freaking day or week.
Yeah, they can.
That's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah. That's all I got to talk about.
that's all we got. Thank you guys for listening. Please hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell if you're on YouTube. Leave a review if you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Share this with a friend, maybe a married couple that would resonate
Mm-hmm.
with this.
Yeah. Can relate to us.
Relate. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
word I was looking for. Relate.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you in the next one.
Bye.